From here we move on to the next step, that is balancing of the chemical equation. First of all, why balance? It has been observed that mass can neither be created nor destroyed. It remains same, which means the number of atoms of a particular element in a reactant will always be ultimately equal to the number of atoms of an element in the products, which means both sides have to be equal. It is something like a balance. You want to buy a vegetable, what do? You tell vendor that I want 1 kilogram of potato. What he does? Puts potato on one side and then the weight on the other side and keeps on changing till both are equal. Sometimes he even says this, that okay, I can't remove or add one full potato, but what I will do is I will reduce the size to make it equal. Now, we may not do exactly like that in balancing equation, but we will do something of that kind. There is a proper method. It is not as if you can do haphazardly. So, what we do here is we will take the case of some reactions. In these reactions, what we find is that automatically everything is balanced. For example, if you put water in quicklime, of course, lot of heat will be released. That is what we do before whitewashing. So, in calcium oxide, when it combines with water, what it forms is calcium hydroxide. Now, if we count the number of atoms in an element, say in the case of calcium, these are the reactants, these are the products. How many calcium atoms are there? 1 in reactant. Here also 1. Hydrogen, how many hydrogen atoms in water? 2. Here also 2. Oxygen, 1 atom is here, 1 atom is here. So, 2 and 2, which means it is balanced. So, in this case we do not need to balance it. Let us take another case. Instead of hydrochloric acid, if we pour sulfuric acid on zinc, then what happens? Zn plus H2SO4, ZnSO4 plus H2. The sulfate has been, zinc has removed the hydrogen. So, no problem, it is balanced. But in all reactions, it does not happen like this. In many cases, they are not balanced. For example, first let us take some simple cases. Now, what happened when magnesium burnt? It was Mg plus O2 is equal to MgO. So, although the number of atom of magnesium was same on both sides, but here oxygen atom was only 1. So, what do? We take 2 molecules of magnesium oxide. So, that makes 2 oxygen atoms, but then magnesium atoms have increased to 2, while here they were only 1. So, we put 2. Same is true for calcium oxide, or when hydrogen and oxygen combine, they form water. Now, here oxygen atoms are 2, but here there is only 1. So, if there are 2 molecules of water, we will get a balanced equation after we have also taken 2 molecules of hydrogen. So, here in these cases what we found that we have always put the prefix in front of the compound. Why couldn't we do something like this? Then also it would be equal, but we can't do this because this will make it hydrogen peroxide. This is not water, the formula will change, the atmosity will change. So, we can only change the number of molecules or the number of atoms of an element or a compound. So, that is why always the number will be written in front.